Hey T-Squad, it's your girl Kirsty, back with another episode of Dropping the Tea, where the secrets of the past don't stay buried for long. Today, we're digging into a case that's both chilling and heartbreakingly forgotten, a double murder from 1956 that went unsolved for 65 years. That's right, 6.5 decades. And yet, through the power of modern science and relentless investigation, the truth finally surfaced. This is the story of Lloyd Dwayne Bogle and Patricia Kalitzke, two teenage sweethearts from Great Falls, Montana. Their tragic end rocked a small town, but the answers wouldn't come until 2021. Buckle in. We're traveling back to the 52nd to explore a cold case cracked wide open with DNA and forensic genealogy. It was the 3rd of January, 1956. One 8-year-old Lloyd Bogle, an airman at Malmstrom Air Force Base, and his 6-year-old girlfriend, Patricia Kalitzke, a high school junior, went out for what seemed like a normal evening together, but by the next day, their community would be in shock. Lloyd's body was discovered near the Sun River, shot twice in the head. His hands were tied behind his back with his own belt. The car he had driven was left running, headlights on. Then, on the 4th of January, a road worker found Patricia's body 5 miles away. She had been raped and shot. The scene was devastating. Police questioned dozens of people. Motives were speculated. Leads were followed, but the case went cold, and stayed that way for 6 whole decades. Despite the initial flurry of investigation, nothing concrete came out of it. No arrests, no solid suspects. The case faded into the background. That is, until 2012. Enter Detective Sergeant John Cadner, who took over the cold case and wasn't about to let it stay cold. With help from preserved evidence, and we're talking bullet fragments, a belt, and even a swab from Patricia's autopsy, he started piecing together what little remained. By 2001, DNA analysis revealed a sperm cell that didn't belong to Lloyd, but there was no match in CODIS, the national DNA database. Then in 2019, things got real interesting. With help from Bogle Technology and Forensic Investigative Genetic Genealogy, or FIG, the Cascade County Sheriff's Office uploaded the DNA to public genealogical databases. You know, like the ones people use to find long-lost cousins? What they found instead was a killer. The DNA led them to Kenneth Gould, a local man who had lived near the victims back in the 52nd. He was never on the radar. He moved away shortly after the murders. But unfortunately, he died in 2007. Still, detectives were able to match the DNA through his surviving children and relatives, confirming Gould was the likely perpetrator. After 65 years, the case was closed. Sure, Gould couldn't be arrested, he was long gone, but the families of Lloyd and Patricia finally had answers. And honestly, that's more than most cold cases ever get. This case may not have made headlines like the Golden State Killer or BTK, but it's just as important. It's a reminder that every victim matters, and every case deserves attention, no matter how much time has passed or how small the town. Plus, it's a stunning example of how science is rewriting the rules of justice. What started as a tragic 1952nd Lover's Lane horror story became one of the oldest cold cases ever solved with DNA and genealogy. So, why haven't you heard more about it? Honestly, it's not flashy. No living suspect. No dramatic court trial, no documentaries yet, but that's exactly why we're talking about it today. Because this story deserves to be known. 2 teenagers lost their lives. A family waited a lifetime for answers. And a tiny vial of evidence sat quietly in an evidence room, just waiting for science to catch up. T-Squad, cases like this are the reason we do what we do here on Dropping the Tea. It's about the truth, the pain, the breakthroughs, the people. If this story hit you like it hit me, make sure you hit that like button, share the episode, and drop a comment. Let's keep these stories alive and give every victim their moment of truth. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, because we've got plenty more under-the-radar true crime coming your way. Until next time, stay curious, stay compassionate, and as always, keep sipping that tea.